Ultimate Fighting Championship is back with its third EA Sports title, UFC 3. The current popularity of the sport, mostly driven by last summer's Mayweather vs McGregor boxing match and Conor McGregor's own phenomenal rise to the top, had me excited to jump back in after a brief time playing UFC 2 back in 2016. What you get here is a game that understands the design of the sport and implements that into the design of a game. UFC 3 understands what makes this sport so perfect for a gaming experience in the way that it sets up its all-new, greatest of all time career mode, as well as the Ultimate Team online experience. But a few combat features stop the fighter from being as good as it could have been. It's your everyday mixed martial arts combat here, as players can kick, punch, and block their way to victory, with the numerous amount of moves and combos that you can learn or equip in the various game modes. As I played my first few matches, I found the combat to be a bit sluggish, but quickly learned that it was due to my own ability. Once you get going and learn the repertoire of movesets and takedowns, UFC 3 opens itself up to an entirely new gamut of gameplay options. I began by playing it safe and only using high damage moves like a swinging kick to the head to get the advantage on my opponent, before I learned that a combination of different moves, from quick punch combos that drain an opponent's block meter to a variety of high and low attacks that hurt different parts of their body, was the most ideal fighting style. There's also the all-important stamina bar, which I both liked and disliked. There seems to be a bias towards defending and blocking, as opposed to attacking combat. When throwing a lot of punches, and especially when trying kicks, you can see your stamina begin to drain at a rapid speed. The opposing player who's blocking, however, gets a lot more time to just take these shots on the cuff, although they have to predict where on the body they will get hit to block accordingly. While I found a sense of natural skill progression when on my feet, bobbing and weaving attacks and just slaughtering opponents with high damage combos, it was the takedown game that slowed UFC 3 to an unenjoyable crawl. The dark arts of ground grappling maneuvers is a very hard science to master. There seems to be no rhyme or reason for when things happen when grappling, or how one is able to get the better of their opponent. It just never felt right on the controller. Think about how EA's sports games, by and large, make the player feel like their controllers are just an extension of their hands by which their on-screen avatars react. And then think about what the opposite of that would feel like. It's all just a little too random to be enjoyable from a competitive perspective. It all culminates in two distinct experiences: GOAT Career Mode and Ultimate Team. This is where UFC 3 begins to shine, even past its solid set of mechanics. In the all-new Career Mode, players rise in rank as they start as a no-name fighter, making their way to the big leagues and attaining fans, followers, and lots of money along the way. Like the Career Mode featured in Project Cars, the way this mode is set up transcends the genre and is perfect for those who might otherwise never play these types of games. I found myself getting visibly angry at my opponent, the match judges that surely cheated me, and just about everyone else after each lost match, and screaming at the heavens in happiness after every victorious bout. Upgrading your characters and putting points into different categories is standard fare, but the simple setup of the mode, alongside its mechanics, is what made UFC 3 so addicting, and the same can be said about its online equivalent. Ultimate Team works as it does in other EA titles, with players unlocking new fighters to use in single player or online divisions. This mode was made for UFC, or any sport that can fit the title holder mold, as it turns closely contested matches into nerve-wracking finals. The best thing I can say about UFC 3 is that it has me constantly thinking about it. UFC 3 is an EA Sports title that is made to attract more than just a niche, hardcore fanbase of MMA enthusiasts, and it's all the better for it.
Look how banged up this dude